Howdy people, it's Jennifer Header, and we are back playing Arkham Knight. We are still putting off the main campaign. We want to clear out all the side missions first. We recently unlocked the Grapnel Boost upgrade, and we cleared out pretty much all this island, so that's also still the news.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Skeptical. But can't lose hope.
Finally went after the bat. Oh, good for her. Come on, let's get over there.
Ha!
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective, and I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home?
Oh. Ah, yeah.
Well done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it.
I like how creatively they implemented this game.
Careful, Detective, or those blades will open up the car like a tin can. You being the expired hunk of stale meat inside.
Ha.
That's one, Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth.
Oh no, we,
Look at you, Detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier.
oh god. This guy, he does have a lot of nerve, but at times his race can be pretty good. Like,
You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt.
that should play somewhat fair. What have we got here?
Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friend? You know what? I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there.
Yeah, now you're overdoing it, buddy.
Don't think I haven't been tempted by a cheap trick and a quick death, Detective. But no, I will beat you fairly. I will let you test yourself against me and laugh as you fall short.
Oh, look! What did he just say?
Struggling, Detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. Ah! This is why my projections were off. I failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, Detective. I will recalculate post-haste.
Yeah, like, sometimes he can just be a whiny prick, like, just saying how amazing he is all the time, but he does have some genuinely epic takedowns. Like, credit where it's due. He's not intentionally rigging the game against me. Give him appreciation for that. Okay. So. We're here. I like that we're going deep under the earth in these huge elaborate death traps. Like, it raises the stakes. Also Catwoman's life, that's kind of stake too.
Excellent. You are barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out.
Oh, that's it, that's right.
You know, the line between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Well, that's fair actually.
Hey, Eddie. A different game.
Ready to die, my dear?
Rather not.
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating.
Wait. Oh god.
And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key, well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
Catwoman, this evening is not about you. Wait, Batman. Wait for Batman.
Alright. I'll play your games. That's what I do on this channel. Oh.
Always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities, marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
I mean, like, maybe it's just me, but I think rescuing people from hostage and orphanages is kind of a heroic deed. I mean, even how far out keeps changing. Stop changing the subject.
Selena's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
I mean, she is a wanted, big-name criminal. Why not do anything too villainous, but she does break the law a lot.
It's the bat! Drive!
Ah, yeah, we can deal with that shortly.
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing.
Well,
Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
I just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Now Riddler's just crossed the line.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls?
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Oh, that's just rude. Oh. I think that's it. Got a lot of nerve. Really.
Nearly there, Selena.
Ay, ay, ay. What do you call all this? That it?
Done on this side.
Okay, orientation and left, up, left.
Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good.
Okay, run over here.
Feels like.
Oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you.
Robots indeed.
All yours. That's not what waste any time here.
Hey,
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
oh yes we did.
Seriously, Eddie, how much longer is this going to take?
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Alright,
Batman, are
challenge accepted.
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up, but just be careful while you do it, okay?
Okay. See you around. There really ought to be in one piece.
Woman Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me.
Oh.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal.
Speaking
Okay,
of which,
Riddler.
I
This
went
game
back to the
ends
afterlife to
now.
check on Talia, and well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and well, before I knew it, one thing led to another, and you know. Thing is, Talia and I just want you to be happy. I'd tell the little pussycat how you feel while you still can, Batsy. 'Cause when I take over your body and lock you away in a tiny little corner of your mind, I'll kill her first.
I'm not gonna deal with that at the moment. It's all fine and good, but
Do not think this is a victory. Gotham's end will be delivered when you are unmasked. From that, there will be no return.
what the heck? Let's see what all this is about.
Batman won't be able to move in this city without us knowing about it. You heard the stories? He sounds tough. His ghost stories won't work on me. Yeah, you're right. He's just a man. What's the worst he can do? Oh, I don't know. Break every bone in your body. Was I talking to you? Who picked these buildings anyway? For a watchtower, we're pretty low down. The commander picked the spots. Feel free to argue with him if you want. No way. If the master tactician thinks this is where the guns should be, then fine. How'd the Knight find him anyway? Last I heard he was in jail. As if the government's just gonna let a guy with skills like that rot in prison. I guess he did a few extra legal favors for Uncle Sam, helped remove a troublesome dictator or two, and got himself an early release. Now he's helping us occupy Gotham? The suits won't be happy. That's what you get for working with the bad guys. Think we should learn a lesson from that? Nah. Heads up! Batman's here! Ah! That was nothing! You're not walking away from this one, Batman!
Yeah, once we've dealt with the Riddler, well that is, once we've rescued Catwoman and then finished any other super interesting side quests we find. Yeah, we'll head back. We'll start cleaning up the rest of the militia business on this island. Once we've really got stuck into it, get back to the main storyline. I put it off forever, but at least one more episode. Survive without it.
The night taught us everything we need to know about Batman.
So what do we have left to do? Not a whole lot.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
There are still a few more of those bloomin' bombs to clean up.
Do you think this charade inspires hope? The longer you fight, the further you drag Gotham into darkness.
It's one way of looking at things. You do you, buddy. That's what I thought. Another good old racetrack, I think.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Nigma Resistance.
Just get it on with, buddy.
So, let us take that
It's a cool set
inexplicably
piece.
life-sized children's toy for its...
I can't leave the car now. The clock's ticking.
This is it, Dark Knight. Your Tudoberg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat.
Oh. Well, I did what he told me to.
To clarify, Detective, this bit is not the surprise. Behold your doom! What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here!
Well, he admitted that he wasn't playing fair.
I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you?
So he wasn't playing fair on this last challenge, but and he was admitting to that.
It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight.
This is a really awesome set piece.
No.
So, all the others were designed fairly, every other challenge in the city, but this one was...
I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me!
This one was explicitly calculated to be unfair and broken.
Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now.
All of them. Every single one. Yeah, he's definitely not playing fair at this point. Everything else is calculated, just give me a chance.
Of course you will. I know you will.
This one was designed by the brain genius himself to be unwinnable.
Dark Knight, this really is it. It has to be.
But he hadn't fully calculated how this Batmobile works. He had some data on it. I mean, this looks like he designed it a while back.
Stop not dying!
Oh god. Oh snap.
Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin.
You were saying?
You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there.
Okay, so it's this side, not that side. Not that side at all.
Which cabinet, kitty cat? Kitty cat.
5. Okay.
Can you work it out, Batman? Work it out.
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Okay.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room.
Alright. Let's get it over and done with. Yeah, if I absolutely need extra upgrade points by the end of the game, I will
memory detective, because I do.
I will come back and do those
I can summon your
racetracks.
sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Well, that's just your opinion, man.
Yeah, I've got some interrogation skills. Did some jobs in Hasaragua with a guy named Barrera. He knew how to make people talk.
Right, I thought there was a little Easter egg over there. I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing the... Oops.
No way I'm joining with Scarecrow. I like work. Time anyway.
Oh, what was I gonna do? I was gonna head back to the Riddler.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
What I was gonna do, see, was hunt down this troublemaker. Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to doing the riddles because there'll be some interesting areas to explore. There'll be plenty of what's its face? Plenty of stories to find, some interesting Easter eggs to scan to get them. So that'll be good. That'll be fun. But yeah, once we're done here, we'll wrap it up. We might finish the main game before we start on the Riddler stuff, because, I don't know, keep it interesting. I mean, the whole game's interesting, like, I put tons of effort and detail into it, but what the heck.
How have you been?
Perfect.
A little different than
Eddie
last
hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
Oh, I remember this one.
One last hoop to jump through, then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Huh. That's funny.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid-15th century torture devices.
Has a sense of style.
If
Doing
Eddie
that.
wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
I saw something. There we go.
Oh, good. He doesn't want us to hold him. Guess I'll be heading home then, Eddie?
There'll be a way in.
The Riddlers.
No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. The mark.
No, I'm not. It's right there, you lemon. Yeah, I feel like it took personally last time. More so than the first game. We never met him in person. We just...
Riddle me this. How can you play my game when you've already been barred? Already
Play my...
That's a good question. Actually. Oh, what are we looking at? What are we trying to do? Oops.
We need to move the blocks.
Well, hurry up then. Surely one of those toys of yours can get the job done.
We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
I'm guessing that'd be my job.
Okay. How do we solve this one?
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Okay.
Watch out! Get ready!
Yeah, it's under control. Why are we doing this? What's the...
Damn him. How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings.
Okay, let's look at things for a second.
You will not win this!
Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh boy. Under control.
It's still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
Okay. Wrong way. Dang it. What we got here? There we go.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself.
I guess technically this is
Would you do the honors?
well, literally, this is the 9th cave I've found. He just gave us an extra point for completing the first racetrack.
You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for?
Oh yikes, I've got quite a few points to go around. One's alright. That'll be handy if we're struggling with a challenge. Like a checkpoint or something.
So is it just central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
Huh. Yeah, I don't see how this is fair play.
Cheater! You fraud! You chancing, fumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down and confront it with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed this suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses, so please understand, Dark Knight, that this is an intellectual victory above.
Don't feel left out.
One way of looking at it.
This is the end! My apotheosis! You think me outwitted? Prepare to be outbeaten! Too hard for you? Solve this one!
Okay.
I'll subtract you from this equation!
I mean, you're just not playing fair.
Enough! This is beneath me! You are beneath me! You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl.
Come back.
I've been cooped up all night, handsome. We're leaving. Why bother? Let's leave him and hit the town. No way. You can finish him off when I'm gone. Aren't you? I've been cooped up all night, handsome.
Okay.
We're leaving.
Let's leave, I guess. I have other things to get done.
Fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
Doesn't bother anyone down there at the moment. What have we got left to do? I'll clear out some of these, I
To
suppose.
disarm one of the explosives. The militia's determined not to lose any more.
All the more reason to take them, sir.
I'll make a start on the Riddler trophies. I probably won't finish them until finish the main game. I'll try and get all the other side missions cleared out. But I don't want to do every single Riddler challenge. Well, I'll save that once I finish the main campaign.
People of Gotham, Poison Ivy allied herself with Batman, and she died for her mistake.
That computer connected, Master Bruce.
Give me an easy one now.
I got him! Botanical Gardens!
Can't argue with that.
Rattler down! Confirm multiple hits, over. Drone down! Mob has been hit. Rattler's been hit. Mamba down. Lost the Mamba drone.
Where they at?
Drones off.
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Bomb destroys, marvelous work.
Scrapple boost is pretty handy. Okay. I think. There's something to grab in there. Oh well. Take down that drone.
I hear Bat's getting worse. Hitting harder. I just killed a Joker, changed him.
Where's he at? There we go.
Arkham Knight's just some tough guy with a bunch of soldiers for hire and Serpent down!
I haven't seen the Arkham Knight for a bit. Again, we've been avoiding the main story a little bit.
Batman's acting weird. That's what I heard. Have you seen Batman's car? It turns into a tank. Where the hell does he get that stuff? Where'd the searchlight go? Oh, you can't run from me!
This is one of the trickier ones.
Guns on the fritz. Piece of crap.
Oh, how do we do this?
So what? They cleared the toxin. We got Ivy.
Do any of you see him? Negative. All clear here. Repeat.
There we go, wasn't so tricky. What are we going to do next?
Has the Arkham Knight killed the bat yet? He's all gone.
The Arkham Knight skipped a few chances to kill the bat. That's what he did. Scarecrow told him to.
I saw a couple of guys get gassed. They damn near killed each other. Needs to die already. I can't believe no one's taken him out yet.
Easy said than done. But it's still fairly easy. No charge. It's terrible.
I've lost the drone.
Hey, I'm getting through it. Okay, let's think this through for a second.
Good thing we got off the street in time before that crap was released.
Okay. So we're gonna...
You think it's safe being out here again?
Is there anyone guarding this? Slacking off, I guess.
I totally got hit by Batman's tank earlier.
Ha! Brand names are terrible. Okay. Oh, making steady progress with this.
What is all this stuff?
Okay, let's just keep trundling along. Get it done.
Batman's taking out a drone.
Keep looking.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm getting kind of tired of all this rioting. People are still MIA from the cloudburst going on. We just need a few more minutes. Find him! Let's see if he's okay. Poor guy. Guy's out cold. That hits hard. Well, let's hit harder. Bring him on. Nothing we can do here. Spread out and find him. I got him! Oh, man! My location! Heading up!
Get moving. We lost it. Good damn. Was it fierce? Opportunity always toggle.
Get over here! I got him!
You have to be hiding out nearby.
I got him! Batman! I will take him! He's still up there! Watch out!
So, yeah, it doesn't work if they've seen you for a few seconds.
How'd he get another one? He's making us look like idiots. This isn't good. No. No, it's not. Nothing we can do for him. Over there! Come on!
Just an end to all this nonsense. And I think there are some checkpoints and stuff that don't appear till later in the night. The new bad guy shows up. New militia commander.
Between Riddler and Scarecrow on those billboards, I'm kinda hoping for a power outage.
Okay. That's that. Is this?
I'm going to continue disarming the malicious explosives. There's one planted right next to the botanical gardens.
They'll throw everything they have at you, sir.
So I think we'll defuse these bombs. I'm checking at the GCVD. Let's check that everyone's staying put. In the next episode we can focus on the story again. That's my plan at the moment.
I should be connected shortly, sir. Expect minor resistance, Master Bruce.
Batmobile spotted! Kingston!
You're doing a hokey job at this point. I mean, I'm not complaining.
On multiple friendlies!
Because this is the worst side mission in the game. Not that it's terrible or anything. It's just that it takes forever. There's so much content in the game.
Rattler offline!
I mean, if you like playing World of Tanks or something, you'll have a good time.
Drone taking damage! Mamba offline! Multiple units offline!
Where are we at?
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Congratulations, sir. Bomb destroyed.
I'm going to disarm the malicious explosive in Kingston.
This is terribly trying on one's nerves, Master Bruce. Be careful.
That's the word. That's exactly the description I'm looking for. Thank you, Alfred. No. So we'll get this over with, and the next couple of watchtowers.
Connection made, sir. Master Bruce, a modest enemy force has been deployed.
You're not getting away, Batman! Twin Rattler offline! Target hit a drone! Armor still intact! Batman just took out a Diamondback! Twin Rattler down!
There's tons of detail in this game. It's worth spending lots of time in here. It's not that this mission is terrible or anything. Again, but they shouldn't have left it in. It's like you already fight the tanks heaps of times in the game.
Holding position, under fire.
And there's still heaps of hours of late game content you can do. This is just busy work, which I will defend a lot of the time, but not now.
It's still in a fight. I'll crush
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Controlled explosion successful, sir.
Yeah, I like this game a lot, obviously, for completing it. It's just... I think Bruce has better things to do with his night than spend it looking for this stupid tank battle. What have we got here? Oh, that's funny. That was a random spontaneous jump cut. Sorry if I gave anyone in the audience an attack or something. Now I think I just found another point of some description.
We're soldiers. We follow orders no matter who gives them.
Did something, yeah.
Where the hell did he go? He's using smoke! I'm gonna check on this guy.
Look at this absolute clown. Okay. I noticed those. Thought it kind of looked like a searchlight. I wasn't sure. And now...
Batman's acting weird. That's what I heard.
Like, better than dressing up, flying mammal. And...
Gotham with Bane's crew way back. It looks a bit different now.
It almost sounds like the opera music. Lol.
This sure beats working for the rebels in Santa Prisca. They're always hiring guns out there, but you don't want to end up in that prison. had surgery after getting mauled by some kind of mutant crocodile. Imagine what it looked like before.
Oh, I see.
Guns busted. These things aren't supposed to explode like that, are they?
No. I don't know. Maybe you got a cheap dealer. No, I'm kidding. These guys are getting a super.
Dishonorably discharge a whole damn clip in his face.
Hey, look! I just did a silent takedown, you demons. Oh well, I don't think these guys are armed. I should have disabled that dispenser. I didn't because I'm a blooming idiot. What's he doing? He's doing finger guns at me. Wow. What we got? Oi. Sounds like the opera music, but I'm just hearing things. What you doing? Silly lemon. Absolute goof. No!
I bet I could take these militia guys.
Are you kidding me? You gotta be. Joking me, you gotta be. We're here now. Whatever here is.
What did Scarecrow do? Oh, that stuff was nasty. It's the freaking bat! Batman! It's Batman!
Can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm trying to see how I can spot that last bomb we have to dispose of. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Lol. I'm a sophisticated memer now. Oh, I already cleared this down out. Dealt with that one, didn't we? Nothing turns up in a minute, and I'll definitely.
Trust me, don't hit the banks. They're spoken for.
Just triple check. Make sure I don't miss anything. I noticed there was one of these in the opening cutscene of the game, like before the militia entered the city. Before it was even evacuated. I think that's kind of interesting. Oh. I don't know what the story there is. Like, are those like little drones scoping the city out?
Scarecrow sure likes his little speeches. You know, I never knew fear was such a rich and complex topic.
You could say that. That was one right behind the GCVD. Oh!
I'm going! Oh crap, he's coming after us! For it! Run! Look out!
I'm not doing that, because I'll regret it, like last time. Don't be sassy. I'm not having that today. You got a lot of nerve, buddy. Just stopping in. Just check on the prisoners, see what our progress is. See, there's 11 people in the main lockup. It's 10 in the main room and 1 in the cell. Maximum security. Anyway, that total would increase to 12 if we captured Azrael, which kind of implies, to me at least, that it's not necessarily part of the canon. Feel free to argue.
You actually think you're winning. Deluded, Batman. You must get
That's my take.
25, October 30th.
Here he is. Cometh the toxic-filled city. Cometh the Batman.
Yeah, I'll definitely check on him later.
Oh, now you want to talk? Well, I've got bugger all to say to you.
You should have stayed away tonight, Dent.
How many times have we done this, Batman? You put us behind bars only for us to escape. Your life is meaningless. A charade!
Not meaningless.
Freak.
Satisfying.
Satisfaction is short-lived. Enjoy it while you can, because the next time we meet, you die.
Oh, Bat, you just bring out the best in everyone. Your enemies, your friends, even your bestest frenemies like Harv here. He's at least halfway interesting these days, and it's all thanks to you.
Thank you for looking on the bright side, buddy.
They say time is the best judge. Well, the verdict's in, and Gotham's time is up.
Call yourself a friend. I don't deserve to be here. What did I ever do wrong? Sure you're on the right side of the bars, Batman.
From where I'm standing, you look guilty as hell. After tonight, you're finished. We get to start again from scratch. No cops, no law, no Batman.
Okay, I'll check on him after we finish the next story mission. We're just gonna get into that now. I mean, we'll look out for the last bomb on the way there. But, like, not holding my breath just yet. I don't think we're on the right island with that. But come back later when
Actually holding his own against this army. But he'd be dead meat for sure.
That is one of the cooler Easter eggs in the game around here. Not that one. I do love this one, but it's not one I'm thinking. That is genuinely terrifying. This is scarier than any jump scare. I mean, jump scares are scary, but they don't count. Like, if there's something building up to them, then they're okay, but they're not the meaning. I think it's near here. Somewhere quite nearby. It's like a secret room. Not that one. I've seen that one. There's another one. It's tucked into a corner. Buried under all the rubble. So many Easter eggs in this game, it's wild. So much detail. They really outdid themselves. I honestly, this might be one of the most detailed games ever made. Probably a bogus statement, I don't play enough video games, but it's up there. Don't argue with me on this. Oh. Sassy, are you?
Yeah.
Good.
Ow. This fella has extremely unprofessional methods. I mean,
This Arkham Knight guy and his giant freaking army, I'm getting out of town.
I mean, it's not like cops reliable upholders of the law always either. But
Okay, we'll join a couple of riots. But I can't be out all night. It's my turn to watch the kids tomorrow.
I love how every goon in this game is just really
I can
goofy
use the remote.
and it's impossible to take completely seriously. The militia, I'd say they are worth taking seriously, but the rest of them, everyone else, they're useless.
What is all this stuff? Pollen?
Get in the elevator.
You know, when he comes for me, you're gonna need a lot more guys than this.
Get in there or you'll be needing a wheelchair too. Batman's on his way. Stay alert.
Oh, that's right, we've got a Gizmo.
He's just one man. I'm guessing you never met him. The commissioner's right, we're short on numbers. Where's everyone else? Downstairs in that briefing. What briefing? Something about how to kill the bat. What? They didn't think to invite us?
Open the shutter!
That's okay,
Now!
because you're not going to kill the bat.
Huh? I thought the bat took him out when he destroyed the tank.
Guess not. Let's get these shutters up. Door's opening. Get ready. I'm not liking
You need to get that shutter open and use the Batmobile to take down the militia.
killing means nothing to me, remember?
Batman has arrived ahead of schedule. Lock down the elevators and find him.
Well, if you know to lock down the elevators, well, that's actually pretty reasonable. I mean, most people traverse buildings with elevators. Oh no, we can let this. I remember this somewhat. This is scene. It's pretty wild.
So what, we gotta listen to Scarecrow lecture us all night?
Oh no, there's something over there.
Do you still believe that you are Gotham's savior? Soon the world will see you for what you truly are. A fantasy, a figment of hope in a world of suffering and pain.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Hasn't stopped me yet. That's the trick, really. You just keep going.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure Crane's put old Jimbo out of his misery by now. Not like he's got anything left to be afraid of. Not since they sent his little girl on the stair lift to heaven.
What are we dealing with here? The set pieces in this game are incredible. Oh. We'll just get downstairs a bit and then we'll wrap it up there. Oh yay, convoluted puzzle. He's cowering in an orphanage basement at the moment, so it makes me feel better about him trying to make fun of me, to be honest. I like how every single...
Congratulations! You found one of the easy ones. Congratulations.
It wasn't that tricky. Yeah, I like how
An
every...
electrical charge would overload the generator and power down that fan.
I like how every Riddler secret is like an organic part of the world. And these huge crazy set pieces are too.
So I was wondering, where do supervillains head off to once they've taken a battering? I wouldn't know, of course, since you never bested me. But do you think Arkham Knight's hanging out in some tacky dive bar right now, splashing glasses of cheap whiskey all over that masked face?
Put it past him.
like a...
How many more bones will you crush? How many lives will you destroy in the pursuit of your crude justice?
Wonder City vibes I'm getting.
We're all products of our fears. I look at you and see a man born of violence and darkness.
Hey, check this out. Is this it? Is it further down? I do just scan this big old room. Oh. Maybe just ahead. Allen Poe.
No power. I need another way to move it. That's as far as the elevator will go.
Oh, hey.
Said you'd be coming for the generator.
Ah. This is the spot. This is original Gotham. It's older than old Gotham. Oh, yikes. This is all we saw of Mad Hatter in this game until the DLC came along. But, some villains mentioned in the stories haven't shown up yet, like Solomon Grundy left his fate a bit ambiguous. The Broadway show apparently is played by someone else. Ain't that the funny part?
What will you give to save your friends, I wonder? Are you ready to reveal your secret? Are you ready for your legend to die?
You sure it's safe sitting on that in this water? There hasn't been any power running through this thing for years.
Absolute morons, a lot of them. Ah. Well. Look up when Bram Stoker was first around. And we'll know when the Arkham universe is set. I mean, I know it's just a meme, but like... if this game is set in like an alternate history, that would be pretty cool. What do we got here?
Their leader is wearing an explosive vest. I need to neutralize him first.
Strongest. You shoot him there, and you're just helping him. And we are not, I repeat, not in the helping him business. Our training personally designed by the Arkham Knight, gives us the tactical advantage here. How does he know so much about Batman? Why don't you stay back after this briefing and we'll go see him? You can ask him personally.
Who cares? I'm not scared of Batman. You put me in a room with him and I'll tear his head off.
And that is why you will fail. He won't come at you straight on. He'll watch you. He'll study you from the shadows, and when you make a mistake, he'll be ready. If you need an example of how to act...
I can't use any gadget that will alert the soldiers until I've defused the leader's explosive vest. That gadget will alert the soldiers to my presence.
Whoa! These guys are packing more firepower than Penguin. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? That weapons crate is crying out to be tampered with.
What good would that be against a man who doesn't use guns? No.
He's actually giving me some helpful
This
tips.
vest offers a whole different kind of protection.
What kind of protection?
Should I be rendered unconscious while wearing this baby? It explodes.
You're wearing a suicide vest? You're crazy!
Don't you get it? Batman doesn't kill. Not even indirectly. With this thing on, that pacifist crybaby can't touch me. He wouldn't be able to live with the guilt. Besides, didn't I say I'm testing this out for the night? None of you cowards have to wear one. So, let's review our other tactics. Medics. Some of you have been trained in a number of field medical techniques, most notably revival. This is where others have failed. If we maintain our numbers, Batman will fall. Value the medics. They save your life. Next up, sentry guns.
Now you're talking!
These automated assault cannons will provide cover. When you're told to place one, you place it fast. It will protect you from attack and make one hell of a noise if he comes at you from that direction. Remember, he may be smart, he may be difficult, but he is human. You fire enough bullets into him, and he'll bleed like anyone else. The automated cannon will lay down suppressing fire and destroy anything within its targeting volume. Your weapons will not. Remember, target the areas you've been trained to target, the legs, the shoulders. Again, do not waste time on the chest. That symbol is designed to focus your attention where his armor is thickest. What's next? Vantage points. Batman uses key architectural objects to his advantage. He can quickly access these points. Think gargoyles, think wires, think where would I hide if I was that sneaky son of a bitch, and you'll probably be right. The Arkham Knight has developed a number of solutions to counter these attacks. First one's easy. Destroy the vantage points by shooting them. Simple and effective. Want to stop him from using the other vantage points?
Using that will alert the soldiers to my presence.
And watch your heads when they blow. When Batman loses the space above you, he'll be forced into the ventilation system. Stop him by deploying thermobaric charges. Fill the vent with gas and burn the bastard. By utilizing these assorted techniques, we can keep him moving and out in the open. Now, let's focus on what Batman will bring to the party. As you know, that suit of his hides $1 billion of high-tech equipment. Surveillance systems scan the room to help him pick the correct strategy. These systems contain a unique, identifiable signal that we can track. When he uses these systems, we will pinpoint his location and take him down. Any questions?
Yeah. You do know that there's no way in hell any of us are wearing suicide vests, right?
If you don't want the safety and comfort that only 30 pounds of high-quality explosives strapped to your stomach can provide, then that's your risk to take. But make no mistake, this will be difficult. You are all hand-picked, the best of the best. Study these images, use these tactics, and we will prevail.
So, what do you think, ladies? My money's on the Batman. Though you could say I have a vested interest.
First step is to zap their stun sticks. Now you can disable them. They're annoying, but they're not too hard to deal with.
This wasn't in the briefing.
Most of it was, but not all of it. I don't think that was in the briefing. Ha. Okay.
Those boys have really done their homework. Where do you think they're getting their intel? You think Barbara told them? Oh, those sidekicks of yours. A teeny tiny bit of torture, and they're all, please make it stop. I'll tell all Batman's secrets.
Just wrap it up in a moment. It's checkpoint and all that.
Gordon's just beyond that wall. I'm going to need the Batmobile to destroy it and reach him. If I can lower the car on top of that drilling machine, I might be able to move it down to this level.
The Commissioner placed his trust in you to keep his city safe, his family safe. Can you still atone for your failure? Are you still the master of your own destiny? The answer's awaiting, Batman, as am I.
What do you call all this? Oh, wow. Ain't even that far underground.
That's the second fan disabled. Now to get the Batmobile down onto that drill.
We want to try and get every bit of the challenge in this area done, because it's an interesting one. Don't leave it unfinished.
Nice try. Looks like we're trapped up here.
Wait. We can head downstairs now, can't we? Oh.
That's as far as the winch can take me.
Where are we at? What are we looking at now? Ah, that's right. Yeah. That's the ticket.
That's as far down as the drill will go.
There we go. Makes life easier. We'll just get out of this gloomy pit and then we'll wrap it up there.
It appears that you are close to the Commissioner's location.
Close, but this tunnel is leading me in the wrong direction. Dig up any schematics you can find.
I'll do what I can, sir. Try not to get lost in the meantime.
Okay, I'll wrap it up here. Next episode we'll do some underground racing, I guess. But we're done with this, but definitely aren't. Okay, thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.